What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Sucks to Suck production. Today we've got a box of Outlaws of Thunder Junction play boosters. I wasn't playing when this set dropped. I know there's a few cool things in here. It's got a cool special guest sheet. And during Black Friday sales, I was able to get this for, I think, $99 shipped, which is a great price. I mean, usually you're not going to get better than 115, 110 on a good day. And then you had the whole TCG player 10% back and store credit, so it worked out. But we're going to turn to this thing today. We're not going to mess around. We'll look at a few packs worth of commons, uncommons. But we're really just going to shred through this thing, see what hits we get, because I got a place to be in a little bit. I got to get to the card shop this evening. It's Friday, and it's time for some Friday night magic. But let's see what we've got. Of course, I think Bristly Bill's like the big hit for the main set. But as far as like bonus sheet and all that kind of stuff, I think there's some other cool things that are available. Look at me just knocking the camera all over the place. Let's get that fixed so it looks right. There we go. Hopefully everything's in focus. Still figuring out how to get this dang thing focused like it should. But let's get into the meat and potatoes here. We're getting to pack number one. How's everybody out there doing? I'm doing all right. I'm happy it's the weekend. It was my first full week back after vacation, and it was one heck of a week at work. So like I said, first few packs, we'll go through all of it. We got a Fake Your Own Death, Take the Fall, Take Up the Shield, Iron Fist Pulverizer, Giant Beaver, Gold Pan, Plan the Heist, Rakish Crew, Shoot the Sheriff. I know that's a very popular card. Botanical Sanctum. Oh, Generous Plunderer. Got a Mythic on our first pack. Abrupt Decay. Rare. We got a Foil Prosperity Tycoon. And then Jagged Barons. Alright, well, I feel like that was a decent first pack. Good way to kick it off. Looking at the focus here. What's going on here? Gotta hold it. So I'll hold it right about there. You'll be able to see it clear enough. I gotta figure out these camera settings. And then let me figure out how I'm gonna sort this stuff for quick and efficient scanning at the end of this whole process. So I can let y'all know the values and let myself know the values. Alright, pack number two. We got a Geyser Drake, Bridled Bighorn, a Mine Raider, another Beaver, another Fake, Razzle Dazzler, Discerning Peddler, Honest Rutstein, Longhorn Sharpshooter, Forsaken Miner, ooh, Gitrog, Ravenous Ride, got another Mythic, pack number two, and we got a Pariah, Rare, oh, and one last job, Foil Rare. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Seemed like a good box so far. Don't know if any of that's actually worth anything, but we'll take it. That many rares and mythics in a row. I'm not going to fight with that. All right. Snake Skin Veil, Corrupted Conviction, another Drake, Inventive Wingsmith, another Peddler, another Dazzler, Prayer Dog, Marauding Sphinx, Shackle Slinger. We got Becca, the Splitter of Seconds. Got an Ornery Tumblewag. And a Ride Down with a Jailbreak Scheme as our foil. Oh, nice little full art island right there. I always like the full art land cards. They're nice. Oh, anyways, alright, we'll just kind of skim through it now and start hitting our rares. See what our pulls are. We're not going to take up too much time. Try to get in, get out. How's y'all's holiday season going so far? I've still got a lot of shopping to do. My family's very hard to shop for. Just the usual stress of holidays, family, getting everything together, events with friend groups, and then, add work on top of that. Annie joins up. Annie, are you okay? Oof, there's a hit. Grand Abolisher. We'll take those all day. And then a Skull Crack. Laza, Familiar, Stranger. The printing on these looks kind of funky in these foils, but we'll take it. Whatever. But yeah, so dealing with family, holiday stress, work, all that kind of stuff, it kind of bears down on you. But we're making it through. We're doing the best we can. What plans do y'all have? Do y'all look forward to the holidays? Are y'all into the holidays? Some people, it's like the most stressful time of the year. We've got people at my job that would rather be at work than having to deal with all the stress of the holidays. But I mean, it's nice to see family and stuff, but there's just so much pressure on the events. Let's go here. We're almost to our rare. Rakdos joins up, followed by a hostile investigator mythic, and then we got Tornado. Those pesky flyers. Foil beaver. All right, let's keep going. I've got a lot of content in the tube right now. I just got to get to editing it because I got to get more efficient at editing. The programs I'm using right now are probably not the best for my purposes, but I'm learning. This is all new to little old me. DaVinci, I think, is what I eventually want to learn how to use because supposedly it's the real deal Holyfield. But I got to actually find some time to sit down and watch, spend a couple hours watching videos and practicing and playing with it to get the basics down. And there's always a million things to do. Lila, undefeated slick shot, clear shot, and take the fall. So we're still working at it. Got a mic. The mic sounds better. I don't know if y'all can tell or not. If y'all have watched enough of my little videos to even be able to notice. Been posting mostly shorts, but trying to get longer form content up because that's where it's really at on YouTube. But yeah, figuring out the editing. If anybody's got any tips, tricks, anything you recommend that's better than DaVinci at a better price point. I mean, DaVinci's free, so it's hard to beat that price point, but I'm willing to pay for something that's more intuitive and can get me to crank videos out quickly. Oof, am I exposing things here? We got a Wiley Duke, another Tornado, Skullduggery, and then we got a Scoured Springs. Oh, we got a little signed art card. All right. I think part of the problem is on TikTok I got spoiled with CapCut. You got all these things just at your fingertips to add in, transitions, all that stuff. It's all built in, sound effects, all that stuff. Makes it just so much easier for you. But I know that's a simplified version for short form content. It just is what it is. Gotta figure it all out. But I'm enjoying it. 'Cause I love cracking packs. I like doing my little commentaries. I've been doing short form commentaries, but eventually I want to go ahead and do long form as well. I've been watching a lot of Pillaged the Bog, Rakdos the Muscle, Murder, classic card there. Sheriff of Safe Passage. Oh, and a foil swamp and another signed art card. Okay. I actually need to see a Bristly Bill here or a good special guest, and we'll be in the money. But I've been watching content for years. I always wanted to make it, and I just finally this year I was like, you know what? If you don't start, you're never going to start. And started with the TikTok and just slowly started working towards this and honing it down, becoming good at something. Takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of effort, but we're getting there. Got friends that are supportive. Magda, the Horde Master. And then Terminal Agony, Foil Mourner Surprise, Foil Lush Oasis, another art card. Yeah, having supportive friends is nice. So, we're just doing it. We're just doing it. Just here rambling while I'm opening packs. What's new in the Magic news? Of course, Lorwyn. All the real OG Magic fans are excited for that. Looks like it's going to be a solid set. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time to go back to the plane of Lorwyn. I know they did some leaks the other day for the Marvel set, and I'm not excited. I'm not excited for Marvel. I'm not gonna lie to you. Great Train Heist. It's another Annie and a Void Rend. Mobile Homestead Foil. Full Art Force. I'm not excited for it. I just don't really dig Marvel being in Magic. Make that a hater if you want, whatever. And I would have been okay with it. Like, there's some Universes Beyonds that maybe I didn't really like the idea of, but the cards were bangers, right? Great power, great play, and I was like, okay, well, we'll deal with it. But then Spider-Man just really left a sour taste in my mouth because it was just slop, some money grab. You learned everything of how that set even came to be, which makes it even more gross. Um, but then I saw the leaks for this, and I'm like, man, they're putting some. Looks like they're gonna put some juice in this Marvel set to help it sell, right? Which is a smart thing to do. They should have just held off on Spider-Man until they could do the same damn thing there. But I think if they put a lot of juice in there, it's potentially going to be a well-selling set. It's gonna have some power. Like there's the Namdi or whatever his name is from Aquaman, Merfolk card. There's another Merfolk card. Both of those, I mean, it's just like those are instant adds to any Merfolk tribal deck. So I think there's gonna be a lot of that. But I don't think it's gonna be a set where I go in crazy on collector packs and buy a bunch of boxes. I'll probably do my usual thing of buying my wife a box, buying myself a box of play, and then just buy singles for everything else. Um, Unlike Lauren, where I'm planning on going, oh, another Lila. Lauren, I'm planning on going hard in the paint for if I can get some collector boxes for a good price. Because the art that's been leaked already is beautiful. You got a serialized card to chase. I mean, just good old fashioned fun there. And then what? After Lorwyn, you've got Secrets of Strixhaven. We'll see how that goes. I wasn't around for the first Strixhaven set, but I do have several cards from that set that I play in my decks. So it could be a good time. They could expand on the whole lessons card thing as well. A Key to the Vault, Pest Infest, Foil Forsaken Miner, Foil Scoured Springs. So that'd be cool to see more lessons and see what they do with that whole play style. And then I think, because we're going to MagicCon, us and a bunch of people from the shop, my wife, we all just said, you know what, let's do it. And we bought tickets and we said, come on, everybody, join us. And everybody's like, cool, let's do it. So we should have a big old group, go and have a good old time in Vegas, having some fun. Holy cow! And I think with our tickets, we get a few packs of old Strixhaven collectors. So that'd be cool. We got a Bruce Tarl Roving Rancher and a Cruel Ultimatum. Rictus Robber. I'm looking forward to it. I've never done a big con for Magic. We did SCG when they were here. You know, that's small scale stuff. MagicCon, that's especially Vegas. That's the end all be all. Get a chance to meet favorite creators, get some cool cards, see some cool things. Then of course the food in Vegas, the nightlife in Vegas. Just a good old time. Okay, we got Inspiring Vantage, Full Art, Score the Critics, Deep Muck Desperado. You know the one good thing about this box though? It's back when they were still putting 36 packs. Back before they cut us down. I'll never stop talking about it. Never forget what they took from us. Alright, next up. Yeah, where's old Bill at? We'd love to see a Bill. I'd love to see a Bill. Jace Reawaken. Okay, Mythic Planeswalker. I think Planeswalkers need to start getting some more love, too. Torkir had some decent Planeswalker love. You had Elspeth, Stormslayer, and then you had Ugin, so that was good. But I just feel like they kind of backed off it a little bit. I think that'd be something they could go lean further into more mechanics in the future, too. Whew, keep on cranking through here. We're making good progress. We're only at 14 minutes. I've been babbling with y'all this whole time. Seeing some cool. Another Shoot the Sheriff. Annie Flash the Veteran. Hindering Light. Foil spring splasher. Okay. Oh, let's keep going here. I'm not even going to do my use of scanning everything immediately after the video because I got places to be. I'll do that tonight when I get home, depending on what time I get home. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Badmere New Blood. Ooh, World Waker Helm. Decisive Denial. Overzealous Muscle. Alright. Got a lot of art cards here. I like the art cards. Wish they held more value, but I just like them. They're fun little collectibles outside of the main game. And then it'd be a cool something to get signed if you go like when I go to MagicCon, whatever. Oh, we're seeing plenty of doubles at this point, which could be expected. Bucolic Ranch. Alright, we got Vraska joins up, Tyrant Scorn, and a foil dog. Yeah, the black ink on those foils just looks like it kind of printed weird. I don't know, maybe that's just how this set was. You know, the history of foils and Magic anyway. Why can't we be friends? Alright, Desert's Dew. Stop Cold. Griffin. Outlaw. Drover Grizzly. Jin. Shepherd of the Clouds. Plan the Heist. Rise of the Varmints. Hellspur Posse Boss. Simulchrome Synthesizer. That's a decent little hit. Another Skewer. Outlaw Medic. Full Art Mountain. Looking for a special guest. And we're looking for some juice. A little bill action here. All the money I've spent chasing Bill, I could have bought him by now, but what is the fun in that? Another Burst Toll, another Savage Smash, Foil Drake, not the rapper. Oh, I know a lot of these rares are probably like little 15-20 cent rares, but there's some value in that pile over there. So, as long as we break even, I'll feel good about it. Oh, TCG store coming soon. That's one thing I'm doing this weekend, sorting my bulk so I can start listing my duplicates. Want to keep at least one of every card. Laughing Jasper Flint. And a Fomori Vault. Fierce Retribution. Foil Stagecoach. Full Art Force. Yeah, I got too much bulk. I got like 30,000 cards, probably. Something like that. So, stuff that I'm not really interested in keeping, that I have a bunch of duplicates of. Like, I'd like to keep one of each card, just for, I'm a collector at the end of the day, but start selling off some of that bulk. It's not like I'm going to make any real money off of it, but at least I'm getting money back on the bulk better than what the local shops will pay me, because the bulk rate locally is trash. Another Vraska joins up. We got a Foil Fleeing, Imp's Mischief, Foil Fleeing. Alright. I got a couple more rows here. I read somewhere it cost Wizards, or Hasbro, whoever the hell you want to say, less than 30 cents to produce a pack of Magic. And it really shows you how they've been able to drive up the profits. Because you remove 6 packs, right? And then you increase the price of the product. High Noon, Decimate, and another High Noon foil. We'll do that. Foil Plains. And just that little move alone, how much they're increasing the profit margin per box. And I don't know how many of y'all are business minded, right? Like you work in corporate world, but there's these little things you do that make the stockholders happy, make them keep buying. And one of those is increasing margin on existing product. So you do some little things like remove 6 packs and increase the price of a box by $10. And that right there translates over thousands and thousands of boxes being sold into a nice little profit. margin increase. And that's what they're doing. They're squeezing the consumer. They're finding out what our breaking point is. Siphon insight. Oh, shoot! Snap! Almost said a naughty word. Trying to keep this PG for YouTube. We got the foil bill, baby. We did it. We did everything we wanted to do now. Shoot. Go home and be happy with that. Hot damn. Not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. Oh. Was not expecting that. Hoping for it. Definitely wasn't expecting it. But not mad about it, tell you that. But yeah, what y'all gotta realize with Hasbro and Magic is a lot of these things they do is just testing, right? Seeing what the market will bear. They hit y'all with another laughing Jasper. They hit y'all with the increased price for Final Fantasy, which they could justify as a premium license that they had to get, right? But now you've shown them you're willing to pay $7.99 a pack on hanger sleeves, right? So then it's like, all right, well, we know what the limit is. Maybe next time they'll try $8.99 or $9.99, and then they'll see first off, how much uproar. But the problem is most of the people that do the pissing and moaning, and shout out to Rudy at Alpha Investments because he points this out. Most of the complainers aren't buying anything anyway. So nobody's really listening to them at the corporate level. Right? What they're going to see is they're going to see how it affects sales when they raise a price on something. And most of the time, we all piss and moan and we still buy it anyway. So they might sell a little less, but with the price increase, they don't have to sell as much to make the exact amount of money, and they don't have to sell that much more to really make a profit off that little bit of a price increase. But there will come a time, Magic 30 with the $1,000 proxies was one of those times where consumers would be like, nah, you lost me, bro. And then they kind of pull back, and then they'll pull back on things, right? Because they realize that they found the limit for the market. And that'll happen again. Nebraska the Silencer. Another hypothesize. Sterling Keykeeper. It's a market game. What can the consumer bear? And then you look at like that survey, that stupid survey for Spider-Man where they're trying to figure out where did the content creator hurt you? They asked you how much money do you have to spend on Magic? Do you have more money to spend on Magic, right? Because there may be a time when the economy's really slumped and they got to decrease prices of packs to attract people back in and keep moving product during a lull. These are all things that they're testing. They're taking those answers and they're scheming and they're plotting and they're scheming and they're plotting and figuring out how to separate you from your money. So just keep that in mind. Be an informed consumer. Don't buy from scalpers. You know, you're already paying enough for this stuff off the shelf. Don't give your money to scalpers. Don't do it. Ankle biter, like that. Ankle biter's a fun little card. Keeps people off your back for a little bit. They got a couple of little big meanies trying to swing through at you, and you haven't really got your Hellspur Posse Boss. Haven't really got your board state done up yet. There's a few on like Stomping Grounds. I mess with Stomping Grounds a lot. They'll give you great deals. What is their name? Geekery Games. I recently dealt with them for the first time. They gave me a refund when the prices of boxes drop. You know, those kind of retailers, that's who you give business to. But any of these fly-by-night card shops, and then that's the other thing too, local card shops. One of my local card shops used to be the place to get things at, at MSRP. And then they see Savalia, Eagle Trailblazer. They started getting a little bit greedy themselves. Distinction Sphere. And, so I don't buy from them anymore. I'll buy loose packs of stuff that's still fairly priced, but the new stuff coming out, like, I'm sorry, I'm not paying $55 for a collector booster of Avatar when I can go online and get one for like $30. support small businesses, I'll support you within reason. But if you're robbing me during my support, I just can't participate in the foolishness. And that's how local shops will learn, because they're testing the market too. Doesn't matter if you and the regulars don't like it. If there's enough idiots rolling in on a weekly basis buying up all that overpriced product, they don't care what you have to say, because you aren't, inspiring vantage, you ain't paying the bills. So keep that in mind as well. You go in there and you see a collector box avatar for 600, and you're like, that's insane. You're not wrong. And you come in there again and it's gone. Somebody with too much money and not enough knowledge to know what to do with it went in there and blew 600, right? And that's gonna entice that shop to do it again because it still moved. Trash the town, baby. I got a Bonnie Powell clear cutter. Omen Path Journey. Let's see, this is another mythic. Search your library for up to 5 land cards that have different names, exiled and then shuffle. At the beginning of your end step, choose a card at random, exile Omen Path Journey, and put it on the battlefield tapped. Okay, that's a fun little card. Surgical Extraction. That's my worst enemy for my rabbit deck. Don't like that. Don't like that at all when I'm playing my hair parent deck. They get my butt in a arena with it, and they get my butt here in real life with it. That, and what's the other one? Rakdos Charm. Talk about ending the game real quick. That'll do it. Ankle biter. What's that? I'm always hoping for some misprints or some crimp packs. I love it. I don't ever get it. Everybody around me gets it, not me. Kellen joins up. Clear shot. Fleeting reflection. The irony, because it's reflecting at me with its foil treatment. Oh, the irony. Another ankle biter. It's always these two together. Look, these three. It's been 3 packs of them together. Wish you could just figure out the mastery to the collation of the sheet. Can't map packs like you used to anymore, though. Gold Vein Hydra. I'll take a Hydra. There's our special guests. We got a Brazen Borrower. Fairy Rogue. Return target non-land permanent and opponent controls to his hand. Flying. Can only block flyers with. Block only creatures with flying. Okay. Reanimate. That's a solid hit. Oh, I don't know what the special guests were for this, but that guarantee probably wasn't the one we were really hoping for, just by reading it. Some good old-fashioned blue shenanigans for sure, but regardless, it's a good box, I feel like. I think we'll probably hit our value for sure. Kelly and the Kid, Mythic, Humiliate, and we got a foil full art, and another signed art card. Okay. Well, that does the box, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see the values when I post it up. Thanks for tuning in. If you've tuned in for this long, thank you. Consider liking, subscribing, commenting. It really helps the small channel grow, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.